What is cancer? Well, cancer is a disease in which your body cells divide and grow rapidly without any control. Usually, our body cells grow, but they are controlled by our body. In cancer, our body becomes flooded with a bunch of cells, which can lead to disastrous impacts. So, what cancer does is that it leads to a bunch of cells flooding our body. But the kinds of cells that cancers cause to divide are often cells that are immature and can't perform their function. So if your body becomes flooded with a bunch of cells that can't perform their function, you are going to be debilitated. Current widely used treatments for cancer include chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and surgery. We will go through these treatments in depth in the following slides, but what you need to know about these treatments is that they are highly destructive. They destroy almost everything in their path, and they take a huge toll on the patient. Radiation therapy is when radiation is used to destroy a cancer patient's cancer cells. Now, radiation therapy destroys cancer cells, but it also destroys normal, healthy cells. And this loss of normal, healthy cells is a big reason why radiation therapy is so crippling for cancer patients. Chemotherapy is another form of cancer treatment. Chemotherapy is when powerful drugs are used to destroy cancerous cells. But what ends up happening is that these powerful drugs destroy healthy body cells as well. This means that chemotherapy is very crippling to the patient because their healthy cells are being destroyed. If the cancer cells clump together and form a solid lump called a tumor, they often do, then the cells can be removed via surgery. But surgery is a debilitating process because it's such an invasive process. And surgery is often followed up with chemo or radiation. The problem with these kinds of cancer treatments that I just discussed, chemotherapy, radiation, surgery, is that they are all so harmful. What about using our body defenses, our natural body defenses, our immune system to fight cancer? Now, our immune system is our body's defense against foreign invaders like bacteria and viruses. We are constantly exposed to bacteria. The reason we don't get sick all the time is because our immune system is defending against these bacteria. Now, immunotherapy is using our immune system to fight cancer. To understand immunotherapy, however, we must understand how the immune system works. There are several different kinds of cells in our immune system. These include cytotoxic T cells, B cells, helper T cells, and antigen-presenting cells. We will go over these different kinds of cells and how they help our immune system in the next few sections. Immune cells need some way of recognizing when a foreign cell is in fact an invader cell. Now, how it does this is by reading the antigen on the foreign invader. The antigen is a protein that every cell has, and it's something that the immune cell can read and from that determine if it's foreign. If the immune cell reads the antigen and deems the antigen to be foreign, then it will attack. If it reads the antigen to be familial, it will not attack. The cytotoxic T cell probably has the simplest function out of all our immune cells. Its function is simply to kill foreign cells. As shown on this diagram, the cytotoxic T cell will read the antigen on the foreign invader, and if it's foreign, it will simply destroy it. The B cell is an immune cell that once it encounters a foreign antigen, it will begin producing antibodies that attack invader cells. Now, antibodies are little molecules produced by the B cell that bind for a specific antigen, whatever antigen the B cell encountered, and then once it binds, it will recruit other cells to come destroy the cell. Antigen-presenting cells are another part of our immune system, and what antigen-presenting cells do is that they'll destroy invader cells, but they'll take the invader cell antigens and present them to T cells and B cells so that the T cells and B cells can fight off other cells with this particular antigen, this foreign antigen. In the other slide about B cells, I began talking about how B cells need more than just recognizing a foreign antigen to begin producing antibodies. Now, what B cells need is they need helper T cells to recognize a foreign antigen, and these helper T cells then produce cytokines, which are small molecules that stimulate the B cell to begin producing antibodies. With this new understanding of the immune system and of how it protects our body and of cancer and how cancer works. You can now go onto our website and go look at some of the other articles, some of the many articles we have that document up and coming treatments for cancer using the immune system.
Created using Powtoon.